episode is sponsored by there's a TikTok floating around that is Camila Cabello and I already forgot. Oh, Emma
Emma
Roberts.
Roberts. Uh-huh.
And they're like being friends and like doing a little voice a little lip sync thing.
Hmm.
And I saw the TikTok and I said, wow, people really do find each other. They belong together. And it just that relationship makes a lot of sense to me. That friendship.
Hmm.
Um they seem like two peas in a pod.
Completely.
Two um they're cut from the same cloth, I feel.
Yes. Yes.
They give me the same energy.
The
If you
same
catch my
same fake
drift,
blonde energy.
yeah. If you
Same
catch
fake
my
blonde
drift,
energy.
they give me the same kind of aura,
Yeah.
energy, vibe.
Yeah.
Now, what that energy aura vibe is, I'm gonna let
Mm.
you at home decide, or Julie can just tell you.
I don't, our audience is intelligent and they know what we're putting down. They're picking it up.
They're
They're picking
picking
up
it
what
up.
we're putting out. Yeah.
They're picking it up. Welcome to You, Me, and Chisme, your number one source for Chisme on the internet. Adrian and Julie here. Julie,
Yeah.
Julie, Julie. How are you,
Exactly.
Julie?
I'm doing great now. I'm
Yeah?
doing great now.
Are
Yeah.
you sure?
Positive. I'm
You're not
positive.
lying?
No, why would I lie?
I, I
How
don't
are
know.
you doing?
I'm good,
Okay.
living, laughing, loving.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, yeah. I am going to make a call out to people. We didn't get any fan mail, right? Did we?
No.
No. Um, your face, Julie. Um,
Mm.
I'm happy. Yeah, listen, if anybody needs services for me, I'm happy to provide services.
Mm.
I can officiate your wedding.
Mm.
I can plan your next birthday party.
Okay.
I can plan a trip for you.
Okay.
I don't travel that much, but I can plan a trip for you.
Mm.
Whatever you need me to do, I'm willing to do it just for a couple extra
Love that.
bucks, willing to yeah, let me know what kind of services you need. I have a background in event planning.
Yeah.
I have a background in um what do I have a background in?
Well, planning for one.
Planning. I'm a planner. Yeah, event planning. I love. I'm
Yes.
an event planner. I've officiated one wedding. I can officiate yours. I thought it went pretty
Yeah.
well.
Okay. Well, let's
Um,
talk to the couple and see what they say. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying
excuse
let's get it from
you.
the source. Let's get it from
Well,
the
they have
source.
told me that they were very happy with it.
Okay, let's see what they tell a third party observer, not the person that they're
Ah,
judging for it. That's not
wow.
that's just I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying
Listen, when you come
let's
to
find
ask
out.
me to officiate your wedding, find
Okay.
somebody else.
Okay.
Go ask Angie. I'm sure she'll do a great job up there.
Yeah, she'll make it about herself.
I'm sure she will.
It's like I knew these two were meant to be when they asked me
Yeah.
to go to the wedding. I knew they were doing things right because
Yeah.
they were asking me
Yeah.
to
Producer
officiate.
Angie, who never shows up to work.
Yeah.
That's your friend, Julie.
Okay, well, your friend's the one that calls us out for shit all the time. So we're
Who?
both pulling out
Who?
receipts. Jaime, that's his
You
full name.
leave that man alone.
That's his full name. Pulling out receipts. Jaime.
Leave him. Leave his name out of your mouth.
Keep my wife's name
Yeah.
out your damn mouth. Oh, just kidding, Jaime. I love you.
Hi Angie. Hi my. Okay. Off to a rip roaring start here on You, Me,
Yeah.
and Cheese Man.
I
Oh,
don't
go
mean
ahead.
to, I'm sorry. I was just gonna
No.
say I don't mean to give everybody FOMO, but if you guys could have heard the conversation we had before the mics were turned on, I hate to tell you, but this podcast it's not even going to compare to the first hour of our Zoom call. So I do apologize for that. And that's all you're going to get. And so I'm leaving you with blue balls, but I'm sorry. I'm still reeling over it, to be quite honest.
I know
Anyway,
what you shared was jaw dropping, Julie. I'm really kind of like,
let
wow.
alone, okay, don't you dare. Don't you dare. What I shared, if y'all, Adrian's not giving you guys shit. The mic's turned on, and he's not telling you nothing. But let me tell you, the things this man has in his brain, and you will never get to hear him. And you will never get to hear them. And I'm so sorry I'm doing that to you guys, but I want you guys to know that the content is there. He's just refusing to give it to you.
I I can't talk about other people.
Well, to be fair, the first part, no, he can't. He can't tell the public. You might find out soon. No, you can't tell the public. But the second, you can always open up a little bit more about the second thing. It just feels like
Julie wants me to have more sex.
if I'm telling people that I've squirted on this podcast, it feels like you could give them a little bit more, like a little bit. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
it right now. I'm gonna say it right
yeah.
now.
No, okay, yeah. I message received loud and clear.
Right.
Um, message
Well,
received.
I just want to be clear that I'm just looking out for our audience and their enjoyment and their pleasure and their joy that I know your stories would bring them.
Yeah. Thank you. I
Um,
appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah,
I'm gonna really take it into consideration. I personally don't think it was that interesting.
I beg to differ.
I actually think it'd be the opposite. Like, oh, you're like that. You're like that kind of boring.
I don't think that's boring. I do think the story you told me was interesting, not
Okay,
boring.
sure. Yeah, I think yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. But
Okay.
I think that you can go on Twitter and find something a little bit more interesting.
Well, if we're comparing ourselves to Twitter, then my squirting doesn't
Okay.
even come close to interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, guys,
yes, yes.
we can't compare ourselves to Twitter. It's
We can.
wild out there.
It's so wild.
No,
It's
we
wild.
can't. We can't do it.
Wild. Yeah. I hear you loud and clear, Julie.
Yeah. Who are we? Kendall from Love Island? I mean, no. No, we're not.
Oh my God, Julie, how dare you? Wow. Did you see the video?
Yeah, I watched it. Honestly though,
Okay.
that's not that funny because someone did release that without his consent.
And uh, what are your thoughts? If you met a man on a reality TV show and you were falling in
Hmm.
love with him, and as you're coming back from that reality TV show, you see that
Hmm.
there's a video of the man that you have fallen in love with
I don't
on
think
the
Nicole fell in love with him, if we're being,
okay,
let's
well,
be honest.
for dramatic effect.
She wanted to win.
Um, then they didn't. Um, for if let's say you met somebody and you liked them
Hmm.
and you come home and now on the internet there's a video of their asshole
Hmm.
and
Wide open.
wide open
Yeah.
and their huge penis.
Yeah.
um what would Julie clapping, you can't hear it but Julie was clapping.
I'd congratulate myself. No.
um
Tell me.
what would your reaction
Mm.
be to that?
What were the circumstances behind this video being sent?
Mm-hmm.
Who did you send it to?
Mm-hmm.
Just curious. It seemed just curious.
Uh-huh.
Just curious. And you know what? Whatever. Do I get to see the penis?
Uh-huh.
I mean, if we're vibing, maybe I already saw it. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
like, now y'all get it why I was acting silly on a national television.
And straight men, I'm gonna assume that Kendall is straight.
Yes.
Um, they, from what I hear, this is from what I hear, straight men also liked their booty hole played with.
They'd love it.
Yeah. And so, you know,
Here's the thing, it'd be real shitty of a human, to judge or make decisions on about somebody else based on a situation they had no control over.
yeah.
they have no control. Kendall had no control whether that video was released or not. No one talked to him about it. No one checked in with him. He didn't release it to himself. That was a private moment between him and I'm assuming another consenting adult. So, um, we've all sent ridiculous videos to people, and if you haven't, I mean, good for you. I don't know how you got through it because it was wild out there for a minute there. Yeah, I wouldn't even think twice about it. I'd be like,
There's a
okay,
video
next.
circulating Twitter that appears to be, I can't confirm, but it appears to be Rob,
I haven't
naked,
come across that one.
naked, and also fingering himself. Um,
Interesting.
I can't confirm
Straight men. I
the first.
love to see
It's
it.
two videos. The first one, it's very clearly Rob, and he's just naked, swinging his dick around. But the second one is him jerking off and fingering himself. But I can't. It's it looks like him, but the internet. So
I
I'll try to find it and
specifically looked
see.
everywhere for the Rob one, but I couldn't find it. I could not locate
Oh,
that.
so
But
you have heard that there's a Rob video?
I heard there was a Rob video. I
I
didn't
wonder if
see
I
it.
liked it.
The Kendall one was right there in right
Oh
there.
yeah, yeah.
Um, to both, I mean, look, the I didn't watch Love Island. So I am only going by clips of TikTok because I watched every single clip that came across my page.
Uh-huh.
Nicholas does seem like a very judgmental human and about appearances, so I could easily see how this gave her the ick. Me personally, I'd be like, okay, moving on. I mean, did you like it?
Do we know, are Nicole and Kendall still together?
I mean, I think I follow now the top three just because like I love to see black women win, and Leah seems like a blast.
Uh-huh.
So they were all at Universal Studios, but from what I understand, it was like a contractually obligated thing.
I'm
So
sure.
Kendall and Nicole were there. There's a video that Janae takes of the table. They are sitting next to each other, but Nicole is looking everywhere but at Kendall.
Mm,
So I don't imagine that they're still together, but Kendall seems to be having a blast. Every
mm,
video that is posted of him, he's having the time of his goddamn life. So
mm,
if anything, I'm glad that like he didn't seem like a great person inside the villa, let's be honest. Seemed a little anti-black woman, to be quite honest.
mm.
But no one deserves to have intimate moments published to the
It's
entire
wild
world.
that you did not watch the show,
Mm.
but I mean, you learned about all of this on TikTok.
Yeah, the TikTok clips really kept me fed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say
Mm.
it
Oh,
anyways.
you're gonna say it. I know what you're gonna say.
I want to hear what you think I'm going to say.
No, say and then I'll say if I was right or wrong.
I think we have here on this show, you, me, and Chisme, a reality
I
TV
knew you were
queen.
gonna say that.
And you may be thinking, that's you, you silly little bitch. No, 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 no. We have a new one, and her name is Julie.
No,
Yes.
no, no.
Because it doesn't matter if you're watching it on TikTok or on Peacock. That kind of rhymes. It doesn't matter if you're watching it on TikTok or Peacock. Um, you,
Mm,
as far as I'm concerned,
mm.
love reality TV.
Love,
Mm-hmm.
love.
Yeah,
That's
love.
extreme.
No.
Mm,
Mm.
okay.
Mm.
I disagree.
Mm.
You know what I love? I love people.
People, people who need
And
people.
if we have been keeping track, which I'm sure every single one of our listeners has been, right?
Mm.
Every single reality show that has won me over has been because I found it on TikTok and the people pulled me in. It was a person, a Nicola, a Wendy, a Serena, a Janae, or a
What
Leah.
do you think everybody else who's watching the actual episodes are watching for?
I mean, but they tune in for the show itself, and then they find the people interesting. But they're tuning in for the reality of it all, the
No,
mess of it
we're
all.
also tuning in to watch the people who are on these shows.
Right, but you're tuning in, a lot of people are tuning in for the mess of it all, the reality of it all, not
But who but the people on the show are the ones who create the mess. So
Right, but people would be tuning in regardless of who was cast on the show.
sure.
Okay.
But the reason why we're watching the show is because of the people who are on it who make the show great.
But people will watch the entire season of Bachelor even if they feel connected to none of the people. They'll continue to watch it.
Sure. But do you not think that they continue to go back because they've always found somebody to connect with?
I think they
Could you
found
not
some.
could you not watch multiple seasons of reality show and be like, "Oh, like, I connected with this person and that person and that person."
I think yes, but I think also a lot of the time it can be that you connected with no one and you're powering through because you like the mess of it all. You like the blueprint, the way that it's set up, the way that it's produced. Like you like the craziness of it all. It's not necessarily people because the people keep tuning in and every new season brings in new characters and you don't know if you're going to connect or not, but you're going to tune in regardless.
I think that you should just admit that you like watching reality
I
TV.
don't like watching
Yeah, I
reality
think you
TV
do.
though.
I
I
think you do.
don't.
I don't think that there's a difference between watching it on TikTok or on an app, like a streaming service.
I agree that there's no difference. Well, also, you couldn't get away with it if you wanted to, by the way, on
I
TikTok.
don't get any Love Island TikToks on my TikTok.
It might
So
be
I think
because
that your algorithm knows that you love
it might
reality
be
TV.
no,
And
it might
someone
be
as somebody who loves
because
reality TV, I don't get any reality TV TikToks on my FYP.
it might be because I do have a lot of Big Brother Mexico on my thing because it got stuck around from the last time that I watched it.
So
So
you
I
mean to
keep
tell me that you're getting this because you liked another reality TV show?
Okay, but why did but here's the thing. Okay, I'll give you this. Okay, I'll give fine. I enjoyed Celebrity Big Brother Mexico. Then I watched Big Brother Celebrity Big Brother the USA Latin version, despised it. I couldn't stand it. I didn't even finish it. I couldn't continue to watch it because it stressed me out. The people that they put in the house this season were absolutely horrendous, horrible human beings. And I was like, I'm not going to continue to watch the show. So I stopped watching it. I was like, I'm not. So am I a reality TV person or am I a person that enjoys good-hearted human beings being authentically themselves on a television screen?
Just call it reality TV.
But do I like reality TV or do I just like because if you everyone's saying the same things, not only about it's the same narrative in Celebrity Big Brother Mexico and this last season of Love Island. Like the difference in all of the other seasons is astounding and in terms of like character and what happened throughout the season. Like,
Sure, not every season is going to have a great cast.
right. And people
Yeah.
will still continue to tune in every single time.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't make it. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I also just
So
think
what are we fighting about?
that you should admit that you like watching reality TV. You don't watch
But I
every season.
don't.
No, but see, it's okay. It's not that you watch every single season. That's not what the argument is about. I'm not arguing with you in saying that you watch every single season of every single reality TV show. I think what I'm trying to say is that you are a fan of reality TV. And that's it.
I don't think that's accurate. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it, but I don't think that's accurate.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. I enjoy some people that have participated in reality television.
But you enjoy
Okay,
watching them in the
wait.
format that they're
No,
on.
that's where I was going. I
Oh.
don't necessarily love the overproduced, edited situations that they put on our screens in regards to these human beings.
But would you not then say, but that's where you kind of learn to fall in love with them by watching them on these shows. I think I think that watching reality TV doesn't make you any less of a person in any sort of way.
Agree with that.
Okay, well then I would then you should just admit that you like watching reality TV. That doesn't mean that you watch all reality TV shows or that you enjoy all reality TV. It's just saying that there are a couple reality TV shows, I'll give you this, a couple seasons from a couple of reality TV shows that you have really enjoyed watching. Hence, you like reality TV.
Okay, fine. Does everyone want to know what he told me before we started recording?
That's funny.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Whatever.
It's okay. It's okay. We don't think any less of you.
I don't think that you would. I don't think less of people that watch reality TV.
Hmm.
I I don't. I don't. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever
Hmm.
you like. I like some weird shit too. It's just scripted, but it's weird as fuck. Whatever.
Hmm. Okay, I
Okay.
believe you. My mission to get Julie to be a reality TV show connoisseur
Uh,
is right on plan. So everybody, you're welcome. It's been in the works for quite a couple years, but I think we've really made some really big inroads on this project. I think that we have a lot of data to show that we have been working really hard and it's really paying off. And so I just like to thank everybody at home who's
mm,
continued to listen and who has continued to be a support in this important
mm,
fight that we took on quite a couple of
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
So thank you, and we're in it to win it. We're gonna take it all the way. We're gonna take it all the way, baby. Don't you worry.
Cannot stand you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, reality TV queen. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
you
what I'll
are.
name. Maybe that's what I'm gonna name the episode. Reality TV queen. Um.
Okay.
Okay. Well, here I'm gonna shut up and I'll give you the floor. What is there anything you want to talk about?
Oh, I was like, what? I have nothing else to say about reality TV, please. No, I don't. I'm actually
Oh.
done talking. Thank you guys for listening. No, I don't have anything else to say.
Okay, I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Um, it was National Tia Day. Was
Yes,
that?
the fuck it was.
And what did you
Happy
do?
belated. Happy
Yes.
belated to
And what did
you.
Sophia give you? Because I saw that there was a present.
She gave me
And how
some
did
jean
she find out
shorts.
about it? Because I know she didn't know. Who told her?
I sat her down, looked her in the eyes, and I said, "You know what tomorrow is?"
Uh-huh.
Of course I told her.
Okay.
Um, I told her the day before. I found out the day before because I saw a TikTok about it. I didn't know
Uh-huh.
this was a thing. And I
Uh-huh.
said, "Oh, this does not give me enough time to guilt trip people into presents. This is
Uh-huh.
rough."
Uh-huh.
And so I, of course, texted and informed everybody to prepare themselves for the next day because it was going to be my day. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, I got some jean shorts. They went
Who
to
gave you
Target and bought
those?
me, but Sophia,
Oh,
Sophia bought them.
okay.
And she wrote me a card, a very sweet card,
What
and
did it say?
it said, so here's the card.
Oh, oh my God. She has really nice handwriting.
If she doesn't, Grandma gets on that ass.
Uh-huh.
She said, Happy Tia's Day. Tia, it's about to be the best day ever.
Oh.
If you like my, okay, so I always tell her, okay, baby, well, if you like it, I love it. And she's like, if you like my gift, I like it too.
Oh.
I like going to the beach with you. Everything we do is for you. We hope you liked it. We are best friends forever. I love you. Happy Diaz Day. Love, Sophia.
Aw.
That's
And
sweet.
who helped her put this together?
Well, Grandma. Grandma
Grandma
took her to
did.
Target. They picked the
Uh-huh.
gift.
Uh-huh.
But she wrote the card on her own accord.
Uh-huh.
Very sweet. Yeah, I mean, I said, Mom, do you know what tomorrow is? Frank, do you know what tomorrow is? I still have yet to receive a present from my brother, but you best believe I'll be on that ass.
Was it Thea and Theo's day or just Thea?
Okay, it was my day.
Oh, I'm oh okay.
It was my day.
Yeah, I know. In your family, I'm just asking for the rest of us.
Oh, it was Thea and Theo's day. Aunt and
Okay.
uncle, July 26th, everyone. Tell your aunts and uncles,
Okay.
you know, that
My
you forgot to celebrate
nephews,
them.
my nephews don't know when I enter a room. They could, they, and they're the same age as Sophia. They are
Okay.
not thinking, oh my God, Theo Adrian, like, wow. Huh, wow.
Okay. Okay.
Granted, Julie puts in a lot more work. But they are not really thinking about the way I move or what I'm doing.
Right.
They barely call me Theo. They're like, Adrian, what's up?
Do they?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
one
okay.
time Sophia called me Julie, and I said, "What'd you call me?" And she's like, "Okay, Julie." I was like, "You
Yeah,
better watch
no,
yourself, little girl."
their parents try to remind them, but they don't really care. Um, yeah. Anyways, not the problem.
You
I'm just
still
kidding.
deserve to be celebrated. So
Thank
happy
you.
belated Theo's Day to you.
What did you get me?
Okay, you're not my Theo,
Oh,
so that's
mm.
what my literally what my mom asked. I was like, okay, so I don't know, figure it out. Tomorrow's Thea's Day. And she's like, well, you're not my Thea. I was like, Mom, how dare
Right.
you? They
Yeah.
also took me out to eat.
Where did you guys go?
We went to this buffet that Sophia likes
Uh-huh.
going to. I said, I'll give it to her. Fine. We'll go to
Uh-huh.
a place she likes. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, we went to this buffet in Buena Park that she likes going
Cute.
to. Yeah, it's very sweet. I mean,
Fun.
Sophia, yeah, she look. Well, I don't need a day because Sophia makes me feel very special every single day. She has figured out how to log into Grandma's Facebook and message me, and she does message me every hour on the hour when I'm at work, wondering when the fuck are you coming home? I've been waiting all day. So,
Doesn't she go
so
to school?
just summer break.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. So
yeah.
kids are not in school yet? When do they go back to
No,
school?
I think she goes the week of August 6th, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah, The summer feels a little bit long.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, yeah. Same.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I love
Look at
that.
us.
Okay.
Yeah.
The of the year. Is there an award that we can give you?
There should be, to be honest.
Okay.
Let's look into that.
Okay.
All right.
We'll have it made and we'll throw a big party.
Great.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to share? Anything off you want to get off your chest? Anything that you think is
Think
important to say? No?
so.
You don't think so?
No, it's been a quiet week.
It's
I
been
mean, I've been
quiet.
doing pretty good, but yeah, nothing. I'm back on the
Okay.
apps.
Ugh.
Here's the thing I've realized about the apps. So I originally got on the apps because everybody told me well, okay. I came to the conclusion that I had an inappropriate crush
Uh, okay. When did you come to that conclusion?
immediately as soon as I felt it. And then I was
And
like,
does that crush still exist?
yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so we're getting there. So
Okay.
I had an inappropriate crush and I was like, well, I had a crush and then I was like, can't do that anyway. And so I was telling all my peoples about it, the squad that gives me my advice every single day. And so everyone was like, you should get on the apps and find like a guy to distract you from these feelings, whatever, whatever. And I was like, okay, great.
Worst advice ever.
For many reasons, but especially because the reason why I have this crush is because this human being is like a legit solid human being and like emotionally intelligent and like aware of women and how important they are in the world and like really talks me down out of my chaos. And men on these apps they're not even in the same they shouldn't even be allowed in the same planet as this other person. So then I interact with these men and it just literally makes me be like, if I was talking to this other person, I wouldn't be dealing with this shit right now. And it worked for a little bit, right? Because I was like consistently seeing that one guy. And I was like, okay, I mean, I feel like that's why I talked myself into that for so long. Because I was like not thinking of this other guy because I was thinking about this other one. And so I was like, okay, but now that I'm back on the apps, I'm like, yeah, no. And I compare all of the guys to this other person. I'm like, well, that's not what he would say. That's not, oh, that's not healthy. Well, because what they're two different people. Even if I meet someone that's like solid and like a good human, they're still not gonna, they're different human beings. They're not gonna compare to the other person.
I think you should have just gone for it.
Oh my God. No, you don't. You know exact. No,
I know,
no,
I know, I know, I know, I know,
no.
I know, I know. But I do think that, where there's smoke, there's fire, you know? Like you feel something, something has to be there. I'm not saying act on it. I'm just saying that I think sometimes we have connections with people that we can't really
Right.
pursue,
Yeah.
but the connection is there. And it's like, it's up to us. What do we do about it? What
You
can we
know,
do about it?
you know what else was the problem is that Adrian, Jenny, Angie all talked like this. And let me tell you, me on my period on a chaotic day, I would have been like, should I fuck him?
Oh
Like, you know what I
my
mean?
God.
Because they're
I
not
was just
set
talking about
big.
expressing your feelings. I wasn't talking about fucking.
Okay, but that's a saying. I don't actually mean fuck
Oh,
them.
okay. I just
I
want to
mean,
make sure.
like, should I go for it? Should I say something? I mean, every single one of you is like, I mean, I'm like, no, we're trying
Well,
to
I
steer
only,
away.
because I obviously don't know this person. So, well, I guess it's not obvious, but I don't know this person. But, you know, we're all gonna die. And if you
Okay.
feel a certain type of way, I don't think that there is anything wrong with expressing your feelings. That doesn't mean that you have to do anything. I do understand that there are consequences to words and to actions. I 100% understand that. And I
Yeah.
don't think that you should do anything that would create chaos or trauma or upheaval in your life if you don't want to.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
at a certain point, and I don't know how you operate necessarily in
Not
your
well.
mind and in your gut,
Not well.
but
Not well.
like at a certain point, you kind of have to either do something about it so that you can eat, so that you can get over it.
Right.
That's all.
Also, I do want to advocate for like sometimes it's just nice to have a little crush.
Listen,
That's fun sometimes. Sometimes it's fun to just be like, oh, I'm looking forward to talk to this human.
and
That's a
I
fun time.
and I just wonder, like, how does that crush manifest itself inside your mind?
Right.
Is it consuming?
No,
Okay, okay,
no, it's not. It's
okay.
not.
Then
It's
I
nice for the moment.
okay.
It's not like I'm thinking, I mean, right now because we're talking about it, but like when I'm at home, I'm not like I was thinking more about the other one. Like that was consuming me
Yeah.
way more than this other thing ever has. So
Okay.
I think that's why I'm also like a little bit of an advocate for like sometimes it's just nice to like feel something, you
Right.
know? Because it's not. And I can all but also if you do have a crush, and an appropriate one at that, that is consuming you, maybe take a step back.
Well, or say
Maybe
something.
or say something, which be prepared to
There's
lose
nothing in
that
this world
situation.
that there's nothing in this world that's better than getting clarity about how somebody else feels about you.
I think so. I think sometimes it's really clear.
No, I don't think so. Why are you looking at me like that?
I
And
think
I'm
in
not
my
necessarily
situation,
okay, sure. I'm just saying I'm not necessarily talking specifically about your situation. I'm just
okay,
saying, like, let's say you have a little crush on somebody, or maybe you're like getting vibes. There's nothing more there's nothing more relieving than getting the clarity that you need
right,
to know how somebody feels about you.
right. To be clear on my end, there has been no vibes. I want to go on record to
Okay.
say that.
Okay, that's good
Zero
to know.
vibes, just me and my brain.
Okay.
No vibes.
Yeah.
Zero vibes. I want to
Mm.
be so
Okay.
clear.
Okay.
I'm going
I
on the record and saying zero vibes.
I've never met this person. I've never been around this person. Julie's
Right.
never told me that there's been vibes.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying that sometimes it is nice
Sometimes it is nice.
to have
Yes.
100% clarity about how somebody else feels about you, because
Yeah. Yeah.
it allows you to do something about it, to either move on or to act on it.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Hmm. Julie, how do you feel about me?
Right now,
Yeah.
frustrated.
Oh, okay. That's relieving to me because now I know
Good.
that I frustrate
Good.
her.
Good. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm glad.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Let me frustrate you some more.
I'm
Um.
just kidding. Per usual, my feelings towards you are nothing but love and
Yeah.
adoration.
Thank you. I feel the exact same way about you.
You're welcome.
I am getting closer every day to deleting the apps. I haven't though
Yeah.
because um, but there's nothing on there for me. I'm
I
convinced I'm gonna
fear.
find somebody spectacular out in the wild. But you know what's happening is that
Tell
every
me.
day I get more and more tired. And every
Mm,
day, and I don't know if this is age or if there's something going on with me, but every day I feel less and less with the urge to go outside, you know?
I'm right there with you.
And I'm
Could
just
it be
like,
the heat?
it could be the heat. Well, the heat doesn't necessarily bother me that much.
Oh, it bothers me, baby.
Um, but I just every day I'm just like, I don't wanna go do that,
I
you
get
know?
that. Yeah.
And so now I'm like, oh no, where am I gonna meet this person?
Yeah. Should we go outside?
I don't want to though.
I know. I know. We should find a community speed dating, LGBTQ speed dating.
I don't want to speed date.
Okay, but we could just okay, you know what? We're doing it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna find it and we're gonna go.
Okay.
And we're not going to meet people.
Well,
We're
then
just
why are
gonna
we
go.
going?
Okay, give me a minute. I'm
Okay.
getting to the point.
Okay.
We're getting into the habit of going
Uh,
outside and talking to strangers.
okay. Well, I can talk to strangers.
Okay, shh,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
enough.
I'm so sorry.
You've had enough.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're gonna go and we're gonna have a good time. You hear me?
Yes.
Okay, no,
Yes.
but really, I feel like you don't have to do it to like just in the habit of going outside and meeting people,
Yeah.
going outside. And it doesn't have to be like we're gonna go speed dating, we're gonna find the love of our lives. No, we're gonna
Sure.
go and just meet somebody.
I love that.
Okay, I will find one and we'll be signing up and you guys can hear all about it. And
Is there
everyone's
going
like,
to be
okay,
men
Jill,
and is it going to be men and women there?
yeah, it'll be an LGBTQ one.
Okay.
I say that like they exist. We're gonna look into it. I don't know if it exists. I've never heard of one. We're gonna
Do you
find
have to
one though.
be LGBTQ?
Well, I don't
Because
know.
I'm
I'm gonna,
not.
okay. Sir, I need you to get it together.
I thought that was funny.
We're gonna do it
Okay.
and it's gonna be fun and we're gonna go outside because I am on the same boat as you as I do have this overwhelming feeling that like my person is not on the apps.
Yeah.
Not person, but like someone that I would vibe with is not using an app
Do you ever think that your person might be in a relationship right now and like
constantly.
they're just waiting for that to end?
Constantly.
Hmm.
Specifically for the last 2 years, I've been thinking that. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I do think that. Yes, I do think that. Yes, I do.
I think about that sometimes too.
Yeah.
Just don't show up with kids or financial problems.
I don't mind the children. I would also like zero financial problems, but you can show up with kids. At our age, it's gonna be, well, me as a woman, it's gonna be hard to find one that doesn't have a
Yeah,
child.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're going outside, guys.
Okay. Somebody write in and ask next week, did Julie find whatever it was that she said she was going to find? Just saying. I can ask. What?
That was an attack
It
on
was
me as a person.
no, it was
On
not
me
an
as a
attack.
you gave me so
No,
much
because you're the
earlier
one
and
who
you've
said
taken it.
do those even exist? That's what I'm wondering. I've never heard of one.
Not you
What?
backtracking. Not you backtracking on the attack on me as a person.
I just yes.
Now, for that, I'm gonna find two,
Okay.
and I'm gonna make you go to both.
Okay. Hurry up because my September, October is very busy. So we got to fill it in.
This bitch.
I
I have a
just love to
birthday in
give
October.
I love to give Julie a hard time. I know, October 1st.
Thank you for remembering.
Yeah. She's a Libra.
Okay, what is everyone gonna do for me for my birthday? Let's start thinking about that, guys, as a community.
Yeah, same thing we did for my birthday.
Okay, we're not talking about you, Adrian. We're talking.
Uh-huh.
Moving on.
Yes. Moving on.
Oh my God.
Since we didn't get any fan mail, it's time for the pop culture pop-up. First up on the pop culture pop-up, um, Julie,
That's
guess
me.
what?
Tell me.
The Olympics are here.
Yeah, they are.
Um, the Olympics have started. They're the Summer Olympics of 2024. They're in
Mm,
Paris, France, the city of love. Oui,
mm-hmm,
oui, oui, je m'appelle Adrian.
mm-hmm,
Um, let's see. The opening ceremony was yesterday.
mm-hmm.
The day we're recording this on Saturday, July 27th. Did you watch?
No.
No. Uh, okay.
Did you?
I watched very little of it while it was like live on Peacock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know, it was not giving what it was supposed to be giving. First of all, it was raining,
That's what I
which,
heard.
not in anybody's control, but also they didn't do the opening ceremony in a stadium. They
Right.
did it on the river, on the
Yeah.
streets, which, okay, but it wasn't giving me, I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched very little of it, but
Right.
um it wasn't giving glamour. It wasn't giving spectacle. There was the certain
No.
piece that I watched was
Mm,
going between a pre-taped thing and a live thing, and
mm,
it wasn't working. There was no cohesion other than the
right.
outfits because the camera work was completely different, and you could obviously see what was live and what was pre-taped, but it wasn't making sense to me.
Oh, interesting. I did only see like bits and pieces of it that were like on the timeline as it was happening. Um, I agree that it felt very okay, bland. It was, if it was giving something, it was giving motion sickness.
Oh God. Yeah.
Put me on a boat?
Mhm.
No,
Did you see
no.
Serena?
Oh my God, I was just gonna say,
I mean,
she thought
she,
those cameras stopped rolling when she was under that bridge.
yeah, but also like she was not enjoying that boat ride.
She was not enjoying it. I mean, it didn't look
It was
cons
pouring too.
it was, and it considering all, I've heard, I don't know anything about France, but
You've
I've
been to
heard,
France. You've been to Paris.
I mean, right, but I don't know like about living there and what it was like in preparation for all of this. But from what I've heard, is France was pouring a lot of money into trying to clean that river up.
Mm,
Clean or not, I think all of that money went down the drain literally because it didn't, whatever it was trying to portray, it didn't do that
mm,
at all. And it didn't even really showcase Paris well. You would think that
mm,
if they wanted to do it there, it would be because they wanted to showcase the city. And I don't even think it accomplished that. Um, Yeah, no, I didn't love it. I didn't. No, I mean,
Did you see Lady Gaga?
I didn't see Lady Gaga. The only performance that I watched was Celine's.
And what did you think?
Phenomenal.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it was spectacular.
Phenomenal, moving. I mean, I was gonna say fuck the Olympics, but that's just the way I talk. I was gonna say forget the Olympics. This was a Celine Dion moment. I mean, this was very impactful for her as an artist. I think, unfortunately, this moment accomplished the opposite of probably what the Olympics wanted. It took the every single attention that it could away from the Olympics and it put it on Celine Dion because this was her moment and it didn't matter what the stage was. It just mattered that she was up there and she was singing.
She performed under the Eiffel Tower, right?
She
It
did.
looked
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, I
Um,
did.
did you see Beyonce announce the USA
I
team?
saw.
Yeah.
Great,
No,
great
yeah.
video.
I I'm gonna put I people have said it already, but I'm gonna put the assumption out there that Beyonce will be performing at the Olympics 2028 in Los Angeles. I would assume. It makes sense
That
to
would be
me.
amazing. Yeah.
What world stage, you know, has she not?
Has she yet? Yeah.
But yeah, the Olympics is next. Super
Right.
Bowl twice, done it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Next Olympics. What other world stages are there? Or like big moments? She performed at Obama's inauguration.
Maybe like the
um,
World Cup.
the what?
The World
I'm
Cup?
just kidding. I'm just
Shakira did
kidding.
it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know what the World Cup is.
Okay.
It's a football.
It is.
Football. Okay. Are you excited about watching any of the sports?
No,
Not even like the gymnastics?
we love to see a gym. Look, I am never patriotic, but there's a little bit of it when Simone Biles just hit that mat.
Uh-huh.
But will I be like on the edge of my seat waiting for it? No, but I will be rooting for her,
Yeah.
obviously, in spirit, because I don't have the energy for more than that. But um, yeah, no, athletes, oh, I love to see it. Good for every single one of them, but it's just not my thing.
I like to put it on the TV on like a Sunday afternoon at like 1:30 p.m. after I've had a big lunch with like
Mm,
the fan on me, the window open, a breeze coming in, and like,
that is so specific. I love that.
and there's like men on the TV playing beach
Mm,
volleyball. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I like that. I'm not watching, I'm not keeping score, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, I enjoy that moment that I just had. Um, there was something I was going to bring up. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I'll move on to my next point, which is I'm excited about watching all the men, you know,
Mm,
in their
yeah,
tight
that's
little
also an
suits.
exciting time. Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to learn about new hot men that I can follow on Instagram.
That's always fun.
This was my thought. I did have the thought the other day, and I was
Hmm.
like, the Olympics are so silly. Like, why do we do this?
Yeah.
Like, what is the point? But then I remember like these people, these
Hmm.
um sports people, these athletes, I couldn't remember the word athlete.
Sports people love
Yeah,
that.
these athletes, like this is what they work towards. Not
Their entire
every
life.
not every sport has a Super Bowl or a World
Yeah.
Series. And
Yeah.
like, these people really like this is what they were meant to do,
Hmm.
like they're athletes
Yeah.
and they work really hard to get to this point. And for that, I'm happy for them
Totally.
because some people are just meant to be athletic people.
100%.
Not me,
No,
but
no, I could never.
but they are.
Yeah.
And so like, okay, yay, go you
Yeah. Yeah.
in your tight little outfit.
No, I love that. What I will say is I am loving that a lot of these athletes are really doing the most on their social media. And I thoroughly enjoy it. The US rugby female team
Oh,
is
I didn't know there was a female rugby team.
I didn't know either. I'm learning new things on TikTok. Well, one of them, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot your name, but she is making TikTok videos. You know how they stay in the village, in the Olympic
Uh,
village, all of the athletes do. Well, she's making videos and she keeps calling it the villa. And she is making hilarious, hilarious content. If I can find one of the videos, because I genuinely forgot her name, I'm gonna post it on our Instagram stories because her videos are so funny. She's like, today in the villa, I am hoping
Ew.
I'm gonna run into, and they are so funny. So I love that. I love
It's
that this is high stress for them specifically. And if any little levity that they could find, good for them.
funny people could also be athletic people.
Not us.
No,
But
we're barely
it could
both.
it
We're barely funny.
that's pushing it.
Yeah,
That's pushing
we're
it.
barely funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so but they do exist.
Hmm.
They do exist. There was a girl in high school, and I met her my senior year, and her name was Lauren, and
Mm.
she was tall, and she played on the volleyball team, and she was the funniest person I had ever
Mm.
met in my entire
I love
life.
that.
I wish I knew what she was up to. I
Yeah.
wish I knew, but she was tall and she was made to play volleyball.
Good for her.
Um, but Lauren, yeah. Anyways, Lauren,
Amazing.
if you're listening, come on the pod.
Come on the pod, Lauren.
Next up on the pop culture pop up, Julie,
That's me.
do you know who Kamala Harris is?
Do I know? I've been hearing all about it.
Kamala Harris is now going to be the Democratic nominee for the presidency of the United States. And Kamala's all over the internet.
She's taken over.
She's having a brat summer,
The
as they
fuck she
say.
is. Yeah.
Julie, you brought this topic up, so I was gonna. What are the thoughts that you have in your mind?
Here's some thoughts. When Trump got shot at, peep my wording of that, shot at, did not actually get shot, shot at. I said, this motherfucker is going to get back in the White House, a motherfucking hero. And I felt so much anxiety and I was so depressed about it because I saw the way the stupid ass white people taped pieces of napkins to their motherfucking ears. And I said, we've lost all the brain cells of these humans and they're going to elect this motherfucker based on some shards of motherfucking glass. And I felt so I felt very much like I did the first time he won of like helpless and like I can't believe this is happening and how are we doing this again? Like how are we letting this happen again? And then Kamala. Look, it's still a cab around these parts of the world, specifically my home. This bedroom is very much a cab and forever will be. And look, do I agree on every single policy that Kamala, how
Kamala,
do you pronounce her name? Kamala
Kamala.
speaks on? No, I don't agree. Is she better than Donald Trump? I mean, an idiot could tell you. Well, no, apparently not. The idiots are following Donald Trump. Anyway, um, yes, yes. And is it all are we falling apart? Yes. Yes. Am I gonna hee and ha while we do? Why the fuck not? Like
Mhm.
everything is it's burning, it's trash, everything is sad. And let me tell you something. This bitch got the white women to organize into a, did you hear about this?
I did, yeah.
A Zoom call, and these bitches raised millions of dollars towards Kamala's candidate fund.
Hmm.
She's getting the white women to organize. The
Hmm.
white women, and the white women let us down every single motherfucking election.
Hmm.
And the white women said, oh, you're trying to take my rights? Oh, now you're
Hmm.
on my rights,
Hmm.
bitch? Oh, now you're saying that I'm a cat lady when I've literally tried to get pregnant 500 times and I can't?
Right.
Literally, Trump could not have picked a fucking worse running mate than he did. And for that, I thank him. the only thing
Yeah.
I'll ever be thanking him for. But you know what? Whatever. Is she a little intense? Is she a walking meme? Yes. Am I going to vote for her? I'll take my happy ass to that voting booth and we'll be voting for her. And you can give me all of the reasons why I shouldn't, and I'm still going to do it so you
Mm.
can save yourself the breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What an interesting time to be alive.
What an
Um,
interesting time.
I think that this is very fascinating. I think that yeah, I mean the memification of the presidency is interesting. I think it's memes have already been around and been a way that people communicate with each other for a long time. I think it's very fascinating how we have gone from her being a joke to being in on the joke, or I don't know how exactly how, but the internet has
No,
changed.
I agree
And
that it is,
so
she's in on the joke. And I think that's what won the young people over. And Trump, bitch, she won the one people that she won the young people over. You're done for. But let's hope. I don't want to
yeah.
speak too soon, but the young people have the say, and I do feel like being in on the joke helps.
Yeah, I understand, I these things are so hard to talk about because they're very nuanced and it's very weird, and there's a lot of things going on. And I understand why people wouldn't want to vote for her,
Yes.
but um I do think that I when she wins, I think that we'll be living in a time where we have the most progressive presidency ever in the
Yeah.
history of this country. And I think that's something to be said. And I think that we'll only continue to have more progressive people as younger people get in there, and um, the different perspectives that we have change as the older
Yeah.
folks get, their lives come to an end.
Yeah.
And so in that sense, I think it's exciting. I think that the world is very complicated. I think that there are a lot of evil, evil, evil people in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Not and I, like lots of dictatorships and lots of really people who their one sole mission is to see this country crumble.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I think that there's a part of it that's part of a game of chess, and things have to be done in a certain type of way. And I know it's frustrating when things aren't black and white, but
Yeah.
I think it's more complicated than that. And so, yeah, I think it's great. And I think hopefully people will vote. And
And it's looking like people are gonna. It's looking like
yeah,
I think JD Vance specifically, but I do think Donald Trump as well have crossed lines that white women specifically didn't think were gonna get crossed. Or I don't think they considered they would be so loud about the crossing of the lines. Um, and I think yeah, they fucked up. I mean, it's as simple as that.
what I
They were
think
doing
is
really good.
what I think is the most interesting thing the Republican Party decides to do is that if people wanted another Trump term, they would have voted for him in 2020. I don't think that much has happened in order to change the um, trajectory of people wanting to vote for Trump. There might be some more people who do, but I really don't think that I just don't think so. Call me naive, call me stupid, but I really just don't think so.
I
So
mean, I agree with you, and I think that's why I got so much anxiety over when he got shot at, because I do think there was a shift in that people started being like, "Whoa, Democrats are playing a nasty game, and he's really fighting for the people, and look at him with his fucking arm in the air like he." And I do think there was a shift starting. And I think my anxiety got really bad during that time. I was like, oh my God, this motherfucker's gonna get into the White House again. Because the narrative really was, I can't believe this is what's happening. I can't believe, and it was very much, I can't believe Democrats don't see anything wrong with this. But it has shifted once again.
Yeah, I will say if Joe Biden had stayed in the office, then I think it could have been a little bit more likely, but I
I
think
agree.
I do think that I think that she will win.
Here's hoping.
Next up on the pop culture pop up, Britney Spears went from wanting to sue Halsey to saying, I've been hacked. Julie, what exactly happened? I think you know better than
Girl,
I do.
I don't even think Brittany knows. I don't even think Brittany knows. For those of you that don't know, Halsey, according to Halsey, she wrote a letter to Britney Spears and said, "Hi, bestie, could I please borrow this a sample of Lucky, your song, to do for a new single she was releasing?" Britney gave the okay. The song was released. There was a music video attached to the song, Halsey's song. In the music video, I think she like takes off her wig at some point. Halsey's been dealing with some health issues, and so that's why there was a loss of hair, the wig usage. Maybe the memo did not get back to Britney as to what the music video really was portraying. Britney posts on on everywhere. She makes a statement and says, that she felt very disrespected by the music video, that she can't believe that all of these things that she went through back then are now resurfacing and they're hurting her all over again. And she was going to look into legal action because she couldn't believe that someone that she respected, Halsey, would make something so insensitive to her. She was talking to her lawyer. She wanted to sue. Not even 5 minutes later, another tweet goes out, another statement saying, "Oops, I was hacked." Just jokes. I love
She's so
Halsey.
funny.
I love Halsey.
When
Um,
did this video come out?
I think on Friday
Oh, I see.
or Thursday, one of those
It's
days. It was,
new.
yeah, it's new. It's new.
I didn't know Halsey
Um,
was releasing music.
yeah, I mean the release of Lucky has been like a slow one. She's been doing press for it for a minute there because it was all everyone was like, "Oh, she's gonna sample Britney's song, blah blah blah, whatever." I don't know. I don't know. Here's what I think.
Hmm.
People need to stop taking everything Britney does so how do I say it? People need to stop paying attention to the things Britney does because you know, she's been through so much. She's been through
Uh-huh.
so much. I love her. I will always love her. I will always love her. On my deathbed, I'll be like, "Hey, Pip, oops, I did it again." Like, I will always love her.
Uh-huh.
But I do think there is something that happens when you endure so much trauma for so many years and so much drug use. And I think she continues to not be surrounded by the best people. I don't think she's being abused by any sense, but I don't think she has people really looking out for her still. Um, and so in a perfect world, she would have a team around her that would say, "Hey, Halsey got a sample," because do I think Britney gave the okay for the sample? No. Because whatever uh um music, what's it called? Company? That's not what I mean.
Record
You
label?
guys, record label owns that music. Jesus Christ. Probably gave the okay. Whoever owns those rights gave the okay. In a perfect world, Britney would have a team around her. They would have sat her down and said, "Hey, by the way, your song is going to be sampled in this song, blah, blah, blah." Someone would have showed her the music video. They would have probably explained, "Hey, she's bald in this because blah, 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 whatever, whatever." So Britney has all of the information before she makes, in the perfect world, she would probably have someone monitoring her Instagram, not to control her, but just because she's a celebrity and that's okay to do that. Um, but again, I don't think Britney has a team around her that's looking out for her.
I think I did it again. Halsey,
Halsey,
what are you doing?
what is going on?
Get your shit together. And leave Britney
Oh,
alone. You remember Chris Crocker? Leave
yes.
Britney alone.
Yeah, Chris
Um,
was on it. He knew what the fuck was going on.
yeah. Yeah. Next up on the pop culture pop up, Angela Aguilar. We talked about her a couple weeks ago.
We did.
Update. There's an update. What is the update, Julie?
Shockingly. Okay, quick recap. Angela Aguilar, Cristian Nodal, two Mexican regional singers. Cristian Nodal was with a woman. They just recently had a baby. Angela was under those Instagram pictures being like, I can't wait to meet. Yeah, I'm such a happy tia. I love this for you guys. Uh that there's rumors that there's a rift in this relationship with Cristian Nodal and his baby, the mother of his child. And then those rumors are coming out immediately after there's rumors that Cristian Nodal and Angela Aguilar are in a relationship. Everyone's like, that's weird because you were excited about being an aunt 2 days ago. Well, now they're married.
You think she's pregnant?
I don't know. This bitch is like 20 years old. I hope
Oh my
she's
God.
not. I mean, maybe 22 or something. She's young. She is young. Here's the thing, dude. I hate talented young, and this is going to go into another topic of pop culture, but I hate talented young bitches losing their mind over a mediocre man that's going to
Mm-hmm.
fuck them over in the long run anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you're so talented. You're so pretty. You got everything going for you. Married to a man that has publicly done every single one of his public girlfriends wrong. You cannot tell me any of his last three girlfriends have anything good to say about this man, but you're different because of the ring on your finger that you could just take off. It's so silly. And it really pisses me off when it's like talented bitches that got everything going for them.
I mean, we don't know that. Maybe she has a smelly pussy.
That's not gonna affect her vocal cords, is it?
Wow. Um, oh wow, they really are married.
They really the fuck
They
are.
got married July 24th,
Damn
2024.
it.
Um, she looks pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, this man has toxic written all over him.
Oh, you don't even know the half of
Oh my God,
them.
Mark Anthony was there.
He was. I'm telling this was a
And
legit thing.
Pepe Aguilar looks so happy.
He's walking on that down that aisle saying, "Oh my God, I can't
Oh,
believe I
he's the one
fucked
who
up this
posted these
bad."
photos.
He's like,
Pepe
"I fucked
Aguilar
up
is her
so
father.
bad."
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
And
I
he's like
wonder
an icon.
I wonder what my mom has to say about this. You know.
She's pretty. Did you ask her? You were supposed to ask your mom what her thoughts on this matter.
Yeah, and I forgot.
Okay.
Um, wow. Angela, come on the pod. He is short. She is short, and they're the same height, and she must have heels on. I mean, this man is not tall. Mark Anthony is taller than this man, and Mark
And
Anthony
my
is like
skinny
five
king.
six.
My skinny king is tiny.
How tall? Let's see. Mark Anthony. How do you spell Mark Anthony? Mark, not Mark Roman Anthony. Okay, I know how to spell Mark Anthony. That was just a joke. Mark Anthony is it going to tell me? He's 5'6". Cristian Nodal must be 5'5", 5'4".
For
Mm,
sure.
mm-mm.
No.
Angela, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And he's not a short king.
Any
He's
man
just
you could,
short.
any man you could want, and that's what you end up with?
Uh,
I'm just kidding. No disrespect to the short kings. I
okay.
myself am a short king. Um, wow,
Yeah. Disappointing.
wow.
Yeah.
Angela, come on the pod. We have a lot
Come
of
on the
questions for
pod.
you.
Let's discuss, bitch. What the fuck is going on?
Hmm. Finally on the pop culture pop up, Julie said that there is a ballerina farm thing going on, and I have no idea what that means. So go ahead, Julie.
There's this bitch on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
Okay. She went viral. She's like the traditional wife. This cute little blonde girl. And living in her little farm, ballerina farm. Living in her
What
little,
is a ballerina
that's
farm?
what it's called. That's what it's called, ballerina farm.
Okay, wait. It's like a farm with animals, but she calls it ballerina
Yeah,
farm. Okay.
that's the name of the farm. People name their farms.
Okay, okay, okay.
It's the animals, the husband, hate children. 8 children.
Oh my God.
8 children. 9 months apart, these children, most
Oh
of them.
my God. Are
Okay.
they like weird religious people?
Or like how do they explain it? They get pregnant, have the baby. 9 months after having the baby, they're pregnant again. So obviously longer than 9 months apart, but the pregnancies are about 9 months apart from each other.
Uh-huh.
There was a New York Times article.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This man she married is the grandson of, I believe, don't quote me, uh, the owner of JetBlue,
Oh.
the airline. They meet when she's going to school. She's in school. They meet and she takes a flight. They meet somewhere else. Then she's gonna go the next day. She's like, "Oh, I have a flight to New York to go back to school." The school in question was Juilliard. She was a
Okay.
ballerina.
Oh.
Okay. And he they tell this story like it's the cutest thing you've ever heard in your life. He makes a couple of calls, gets on that flight, gets the seat next to her.
Uh-huh.
Some say adorable, I say stalking, whatever, whatever. Gets They start dating, cute, whatever. They start dating, and she's like, I would really love for us to have a long, like, I don't want to he wants to get married. She's like, I don't really want to get engaged for like another year. I want to finish school. And he's like, that's not gonna work for me. They get engaged a week later. They get
Okay.
married. She quits school,
Oh no.
moves, has babies, gives up her dream. Now she's living in a motherfucking farm.
Oh no.
This could all be cute. It's just some more examples of horrible things that this man has done for her birthday. This is a millionaire.
Okay.
A millionaire. She's like, I really want to go to Greece for my
Okay.
birthday. I really want to go to Greece. Greece, just like that would be an amazing birthday present. For her birthday, she's opening a present. She's like, well, what is this? Plane tickets? She's like opening it. She's like, I want to go to Greece. It's an apron.
Oh.
An apron where she can carry eggs.
Uh-oh.
This millionaire got his wife an apron.
Uh-huh.
And when she's open, there's a video. That when she's opening it, he says something to the effect of, "So you can do your daily duties."
Okay.
And she grabs it, opens it, puts it on, doesn't say thank you. He says, "You're welcome." It's like,
This is
"Thank you,
this
babe."
is this is a TikTok video?
This is a
They're
TikTok
doing this
video.
on TikTok? Uh-huh.
And I mean, again, ties me to Aguilar, this idea of women. And look up this man, he looks like a thumb. They always do. A thumb.
Uh-huh.
Which is quite honestly my favorite insult to call a man.
Uh-huh.
Or a wet cigarette is also a really good one, but this particular man looks like a thumb. It's really depressing to see these women with all of their hopes and dreams in front of them get coerced into a traditional life that they didn't want or see for themselves. And you can tell me, well, maybe she changed her mind. She had a ballerina studio in this farm that is now the space where they homeschool their kids. A dance studio, not a ballerina studio. They had a dance studio. This man has taken every bit of joy from her that he can. And it's depressing to see. She wants a dance studio in the farm. She'll compromise. Okay, I'll get a dance studio in the farm. Great. Well, no, now we have to use it to homeschool the children. Your dance studio's gone. It's just sad. It's depressing. They went to another series of videos. They show the family goes to New York. She's having a blast showing her kids New York and where she went to school and da da da. About halfway through the vacation, the husband gets tired of New York, rents an Airbnb out of New York, like a farmhouse out of New York, and they stay there the remaining of their vacation.
She says that she doesn't identify as a traditional wife.
Watch her videos, bestie. I don't know what you would identify as.
She says, I don't necessarily identify with it because we are traditional in the sense that it's a man and a woman, we have children, but I do feel like we're paving a lot of paths that haven't been paved before. So for me to have the label of a traditional wife, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I identify with that.
I think that is so silly considering you do everything your husband tells you to do. You let him answer questions for you, as seen in the New York Times article. Um, and you gave up all of your dreams for this man. I don't know what you
She,
would call that.
yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about her.
I mean, honestly,
Oh,
it's just
they're Mormon.
sad.
They're
Are we
Mormon.
shocked? There's not a shock to be found.
They're Mormon. Shh. Well, that's all
It's
we need to know.
sad. Yeah.
Did she grow up Mormon or did
I
he?
I don't know. It could be a him
Where do
thing.
they live?
Utah, I think.
You know what this sounds like?
Tell me.
A scheme to get on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm not kidding.
I know you're not. I know you're not. That's just so funny that that's not even a thing that I would consider. That's amazing. I mean, maybe.
Yeah. She wants to be a reality TV star.
Maybe.
And what is she doing? She's creating a narrative about herself. They're doing little interviews with the New York Times. They're doing this, that, and the other.
Possibly.
They're very
Possibly.
rich.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Hmm. I just want to make it clear that I said it here first.
You're going on record.
We got to get through one season of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City that hasn't premiered yet. But after that, let's
Okay.
count count on it.
Okay.
That's what I have to say about that. Hannah, is it Hannah? Hannah?
Yeah.
Hanana?
Yeah.
Come on the pod. We have
Come
questions.
on. We have so many
First
questions.
question, are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
You need somebody to come and save you.
Yeah.
Because I know Heather Gay would be there in a heartbeat.
And
Do you know who Heather Gay is?
oh.
Yes, you do. She's on the
No, I
Real Housewives
don't.
of she's on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which I just want to remind you, you did watch for a couple
I don't
episodes.
know any of their names.
Well, Heather is the blonde woman.
There's a ton of them.
There's two of them. Um Heather. You remember Heather. Okay. That's gonna do it for the pop culture pop up. We'll be back next week with more pop culture chisme. Julie, do you have a Latinx spotlight for us?
I do. Carolina Giraldo Navarro, also known as Carol G. Also known as Carol G, love of my life, Carol G. She is the first Latin female artist in history to headline a global stadium tour. We love
Wow.
this for her. She has officially said goodbye to her Mañana Será Bonito era. She is done. She wrote a very nice Instagram post about it, about the music and how important it was to her, and she's grateful for it, and she's ready to start a new chapter. And I mean, that album, that entire like music video and like the stories behind it was full of a lot of heartbreak. So I'm glad that she can look back on it with like happiness and joy. She just finished her tour for it as well, and she brought out from La Oreja de Van Gogh. I forgot her name. I'm so sorry, but they sang Roses together, and that Rosas, and that was what a blast for me personally because when I went to Mexico when I was 15 years old, 14 years old, I listened to Rosas by La Oreja de Van Gogh every single day of my life during that summer. I loved that fucking song. And I would watch MTV at my grandma's house, and they would play that motherfucking music video every single hour on the hour, and I was tuned the fuck in. So what a time to be alive. Carol G, I know not a lot, like people think of reggaeton or like that kind of music, Bad Bunny, that other one. J Balvin. And men, Carol G needs to be brought into these conversations because she's breaking records left and right. She has absolutely become international, and I don't think people are making it like she's breaking records and like selling out and doing all of these things with her album sales and everything. And I don't know why people don't talk about her in the way that they talk about Bad Bunny. And it's kind of ridiculous because she's amazing and phenomenal, and she seems to be like a very humble and kind human being. Don't break my heart, Carol G. Carolina, don't break my heart. But she seems to be like all about it, mindset on her goals, and like all about her family and people. And I love that for her. So congratulations to her. She was the first Latin female artist in history to headline a global stadium tour. And that's amazing.
Carol G, come on the pod.
That would be amazing.
Love that. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Time for some azúcar. My azúcar is Remy Wolf. Do you know who Remy Wolf is?
Hmm.
Remy Wolf album. It's called Big Ideas. It was released July 12th, 2024. Fantastic. So
Yeah,
good. Love it. Could not recommend it enough. I love Remy Wolf. Shout out to Anne who recommended Remy Wolf many moons ago. I I love it. I love her. You know she was on American Idol?
I did not.
Yeah. And anyways, it's so good. It's spectacular. I can't wait. I'm gonna go see her in concert in
Oh,
October.
have fun. Oh, I'm I'm probably busy that day.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Can you name a
Well,
Remy Wolf
that's
song?
no, but I just got one of her songs. I know who she is because I got one of her songs on my new music playlist on Spotify.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah, and I liked
good.
it. I
Re-
saved it so I could go back and listen to the album.
Remy Wolf. The album is called Big Ideas.
Hmm. Okay.
Thank you.
Love that for her. My azúcar this week is, you know what? I've been saving it because I was waiting for the entire season to come out so I could binge it. And here I am. We are 1.5 episodes into it, and I'm absolutely obsessed. Presumed Innocent, starring Jake the Gyllenhaal, is on it as well as Ruth Nega is also on it. She's amazing in it as well. D she messaged me when our listener D, shout out to D. She pinged me when the show was first released, and she said, I don't know if you've heard, but there's butt. And I
Wow.
said, bitch, you know I'll be tuning in. And I mean bitch adoringly. You know that, D. You already know. But I said that you didn't even have to, but I appreciate the fact that you did say it. So I did tune in, and I can confirm there is butt. There is butt, and it is nice. It
Mm.
is nice. I fear everyone's saying I haven't, but I don't know if they're lying to me. I fear I have figured out the twist. I do. That's okay though. That's okay. I can still have a good time watching it. And I am just glad to see Jake acting again. I know we were saying he just released a movie. I stand by what I said. I'm glad to see him acting again. He is doing a great job. It got renewed for a second season. Interesting to see how they'll turn this into a second season because it's a case. What happens after? I don't know. We'll see. Very excited, very great. We have seen butt abs multiple times, him choking a woman in a sexual manner. It's been great for me and my fantasies specifically, but also the show as a whole has been a fun time. So Presumed Innocent is on Apple TV Plus. Go and watch it. I want to say it's like 9 episodes. It's fully out. I think it finished like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, maybe. So you can go and binge watch it. It's like a solid, cute little 45-minute episode. So go and watch it. Presumed Innocent, Apple TV Plus.
Jake, come on the pod.
Could you
We have a
imagine?
lot of questions for you.
So many questions. First and foremost, what happened between you, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman?
My first question is how many fingers do you like up the butt?
Oh my God.
Would that not be your first question? Do you think that maybe Jake or that Jack, what the fuck is
Uh,
his name?
Hugh?
Hugh Jackman
Uh-huh.
hit on Jake Gyllenhaal and he was like, "Don't touch me."
No, I don't think that's what happened.
Hmm.
I personally think if Hugh Jackman hit on Jake Gyllenhaal, Jake would be like, touch me. But that's just me as a person that doesn't know him at all. So I'm just saying stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been watching and paying attention at all. I have paid little attention, and yet the information still came to me. Ryan seems to be throwing a lot of shade Jake's way during this little press tour that they've been doing for Wolverine and Deadpool.
Well, he probably said some really mean things about Taylor Swift.
I just want to know what happened exactly because they were friends, even though Ryan has been friends with Taylor for a lot longer.
Mm. Okay. Well,
Okay.
something to ponder as everybody goes to work. While you listen to this on the car ride home or
Yeah,
to work. All right. Well, we've made it to the end of the episode.
we did it.
Look at us.
Look
Look
at
at
us.
us. Make sure that you like, subscribe, review, share, do all the fun things you could do with this podcast on the internet and in person. Word of mouth, always important. Make sure that you leave us a review. Make sure that you visit our website at youmeandchisme.com. Make sure you follow You, Me, and Chisme on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at You, Me, and Chisme. Make sure that you do all the fun things. And we'll be back next week with more Chisme. But until then, make sure you have lots of love, lots of peace, and most importantly, lots of Chisme in your life. Bye.
Bye.